Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about the sway in the golf swing. So the sway is when your body will move, or your lower half will move laterally away from target during the backswing. So this move really causes issues with how you then continue to turn to the top of the backswing. It can cause the arms to want to disconnect and lift up. It can cause a lack of power, and really an inconsistency with how you control how the club lands on the ground. So your low point of your golf swing, so then your ball striking. So today I'm going to give you 3 great drills to change the way you move to allow you to abolish the sway out of your golf swing forever. If you are a first-time viewer, please consider following or subscribing. I post videos every single week on a variety of subjects, all designed to help you, your golf, and share with you things that I do day to day with customers in my lesson studio to help them play better golf. Keep watching to learn how. So what we're talking about today is the move of the sway in the backswing. So what will happen is as you start to take your backswing back, your hips will move away from target laterally towards this camera here. So to the right, as I'm stood here looking at the camera. Now when that happens, invariably what happens is the spine will side bend too much to the left hand side, or will have a lack of turn. And then as a consequence to that, obviously if we have a lack of turn, the tendency is to want to start down too much over the top and start that sequence too much with your upper body. The other thing that will happen obviously is a lack of rotational power. You won't be able to get the depth in your swing, the speed in your swing, the length in your swing to be able to give you the maximum power to achieve to get back to that golf ball. Quite often what will happen is the arms will separate from the body, become disconnected, and again that makes the swing very, very upright, or even above or over plane, which then leads us to a swipey cut across impact that gives us that kind of slicey shot, fade shot, and that glancing blow that prohibits from putting energy into the golf ball correctly. The last thing really to do with the sway is how we can control the low point in the golf swing. So when we're playing golf, we want our low point in the golf swing to be consistently just after the golf ball. Now when we tend to move laterally too much, it really makes it more difficult to do. It can be achieved, but it takes some timing, and timing takes practice. So, you know, if you want to be really skilled in making things more difficult, it can be done. And if your ball striking and ball flight is excellent, then obviously you shouldn't be trying to change anything you do anyway. I see quite a lot of golfers start the swing with this sway and then have to compensate or recover, and it becomes a little bit of a death move in the golf swing for them. So we really want to make sure that we can rotate, create the right hip motion, the right hip depth during the backswing to be a better golfer. So drill number 1. Drill number 1 is what I call stomping. Now it's a difficult drill to do, but this does abolish the sway pretty much straight away. The idea would be that we take our address position and then we'd start stomping our feet. And then what we're going to try and do is make a backswing as far as we can, still stomping. Try and get as much rotation as we can. It will restrict the rotation a little bit, but the idea is once we're stopping, we can't sway at the same time. So the idea is what you would do is you'd hit a number of shots doing the stomping move to get the feel and stability in your lower half and your hip and your pelvis, and then you take that to normal shots afterwards. And then we'd look to see how that affects you. All these drills are great. Not all drills affect people enough. So we'd have to look at then how often you need to do it and how much it affects you to give you the right practice regime to make a difference. So let's have a little go at a shot here. This is an awful difficult one, so ball striking really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how well we hit the ball when we do this. This is all about the process and the changing process that we'd want to achieve. So take your address as normal, start the stomping, and then let the club work back. I said, pretty poor strike, it's pretty difficult to do, it's pretty difficult to get your timing doing. Once you hit a number of shots doing it, it becomes easier. That's my first go of it today. So I'm not going to be too worried about the contact. It's more about how it makes my pelvis feel, how it engages my glutes and my core to make me have a better structure to my lateral move on the backswing. So drill number 2. And this one is very similar to drill number 1. This is bouncing. So instead of stomping, it's bouncing. It is easier. This time it's like making little squats as we swing back all the way to the top of the swing, and again, then letting it come down. If you want to put a slight freeze at the top of the swing before you come down, that is absolutely fine. If that makes it slightly easier for you to do, absolutely fine. So, take your setup as normal. We are then going to bounce, make our backswing, and swing through. So much easier to make a better contact. It's a little bit more natural, but again, the fact that we're bouncing, moving this way, stops us moving laterally, and again, starts to get us to engage our core better and our glutes better in our backswing to stop that swaying move. Now, drill number 3 is much more about moving actively the right way to stop a swaying. I've got my golf bag in here just as a bit of feedback tool, but what I'm going to try and do is when I start to swing back, I'm going to try and rotate my pelvis to make contact with my bag. I'll certainly work towards my bag. So it is going to be feeling like it moves the wrong way during the backswing to then stabilize what we would do incorrectly with the sway. So again, we're actively going to try and move our hips towards target, our tailbone towards target to allow this to happen. That is the feeling we want to get from this drill. So put the golf bag there, put a rod there if you don't want to put a golf bag there, make a practice swing. Try and feel your right glute almost gets to the golf bag, your left glute bumps into the bag. You can make the golf bag obviously slightly closer to you if you wanted to. Have a feel for it. Once you have a feel for it, then try hitting a few shots. Again, probably go less power than full, build up, but start to feel that you would crash into that golf bag during your backswing if you can to make that sway disappear. And without doubt, the best shot of the 3 and the most natural shot of the 3, even though it felt like I was actively moving a different way to normal. That is absolutely fine. We're trying to kind of poke you in the areas that make you do what we want to do. That's the key thing with golf instruction, golf practice, golf drills. Doing things that make a difference to your standard pattern, but then when you step on the tee, you can just go, okay, I'm just going to think, turn. So we want to simplify it when we play, but when we practice, we want to have exercises and learning tasks that make us move in a better way. So there you have it, 3 drills to help you reduce your swaying movement in the backswing to make you become a better ball striker and generate more power to the hitting zone to make you play better golf. If you have enjoyed today's video, please click like and share the video. I really appreciate if you can do that. It really helps my channel grow and it really makes a difference to me. Also, join the conversation down below. Post comments, ask questions, post requests, particularly for videos, because I'd like to make sure I'm delivering videos that you want to see. That means you're going to watch more videos and helps my channel grow. And lastly, if you haven't followed or subscribed, hit my logo down in the bottom corner. Join me on my journey. Let me help you improve your golf and hopefully enjoy your golf more too. So thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully see you again here soon. Enjoy your golf.